Damn, what is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I got my nephew now with the sound off and what?
You now rock it with your fam.
Needed the opera. Happy Monday, folks. It's your favorite afternoon guilty pleasure. Y'all know what it is now with the sound off. It's just auntie and a nephew having some hoops conversation. Oh, across the table from each other. You know what I mean? What's happening? Y'all hit the sound, hit the likes, hit the shares. They both right there and sound off. All right. Let me tell y'all something real quick before we get started. I gotta tell y'all something before we get started. One thing about me and nephew, we didn't told y'all already. We not gonna agree on everything, right? We didn't told y'all that. We're not gonna agree. But one thing that we do agree on is the quality of the product that we want to be able to deliver. Right, so we take into account. We listen. We don't listen. We don't necessarily always acknowledge, but we listen to everything y'all tell us. Okay, we listen to everything y'all tell us. Some stuff we acknowledge, some stuff we appreciate you sharing, but it's not gonna help. But we hear y'all. We hear y'all wanting to be able to hear the great points that are being made, and I need for y'all to understand, especially those of y'all that are new to the platform, it's just passion. It's always just passion. And it's always about sports. It's never no hate. It's never none of that. Okay. So, but what we've done because we listen and we hear. When it get passionate in here, we have instituted the now what? Sound off till the sounds off clock. That means when the clock strikes 0, your sound goes off. So you got 90 seconds to make your point when it get passionate. And then we can come back down. So we hear y'all. We add things. We do things. We're going to try it. We're going to see how it works. But until then, we're going to just have our normal conversation. Nephew, where do you want to start? So many places to go. But we appreciate y'all. Keep the feedback coming. Let me see who we got in the chat. Emily.
Emily.
Rizzo, Political Lil, Jay Get Paid. What's happening? What's up, y'all? Miracle Writer for you. What's good? Teach Me Dance for what's good? Commissioner Kai, what's good? Let's rock. Let's rock.
Let's go.
So many places to start. Nephew, where you want to start at? I'll let you know.
I mean, I want to give a shout out to TCU yesterday. They were getting beat for 3 quarters. They didn't give up. And this is what I talk about, wanting to get better. Like, I want to see you get better. I don't want to see the same situation. You're doing the same boneheaded stuff you did the last 2-3 games. Olivia Miles, and this is one of the reasons why I suggested this coach. You know, I hope he doesn't go to be an assistant in the NBA. I hope he stays because I think a lot of young women could learn from him as a coach. They played with grit. They played with fire. They had a chance to quit at any time in the game. They played their heart out. Fourth quarter came. Olivia Miles, Silva, Suarez. They did what they had to do to get the W. And Olivia Miles has impressed me these past games because if I was a person who didn't think she had it in her at all, and she's been very impressive down the stretch, and she's showing that she's going to be a high pick in the upcoming draft. Now, can she translate this to not only tourney time, but to March Madness time? Two different, those are two different things to deal with. You got the pressure of the tourney to try to show that you're the best in the Big 12. Then you got to go to March Madness and show you're the best in the country. So from watching them, that showed me something. Shout out to Clemson for beating Duke. That was payback for the Duke men cheating Michigan men. That's another story, but shout out to Clemson. That was a good win. Shout out to
Virginia. How did Duke end up in the Clemson Michigan mess? What? I'm not gonna let that slide. Now, see, I gave you the solo screen to give you solo shout outs unless you got out of control. Now, you was on the road, you was doing good, and you tried to slip that one in. What you do got to do with Clemson and Michigan?
Man, because they screwed her. The zebras woke up and said, "We got to protect those dookies." That's what happened.
Oh Oh, man.
Clemson did what we needed them to do.
We was doing good, nephew. We was doing good. And then here you come. Okay, now keep rolling. Keep rolling. I just had to let you know I heard that one. But you're doing good.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing good. Man, listen,
Yeah.
we 6 minutes in. You ain't said Florida State yet. Go ahead. You're doing good. I'm proud of you.
All right, thank you, man. Listen, it's hard. It's hard. I've been talking. I've been having woosah moments because I'd be about to bring it up, but I said let me go somewhere else.
I'm supportive. I'm with you when you're right. Let's go.
Hopefully Taj Roberts is okay. She had an injury, but shout out to Virginia. Virginia made the March Madness, y'all. Look, Virginia is a team I've been talking about all year. Auntie could attest to this. I've been giving them high praises. Kamora Johnson, and I forgot the other girl that played in the backcourt with her, hit big shot after big shot to hold on to the Louisville comeback because Louisville came back from 15. That was a great game. If you have DVIR or DVR, whatever, replay, go back and watch that game because that was high-quality basketball, and it was being played by the ACC. Virginia won down the stretch. Shout out to Samaya, man. Samaya gave some good minutes. Old LSU girl there. Big fan of Samaya. Wish she could have still been on the squad this year, but you know how that goes. Also, shout out to Ocott, man. Look, man, Ocott has come a long way just to watch her growth. This is what I talk about, Auntie, when it comes to a big. Like, what do you do to make me like be locked into your game? Like we talk about bets, well, not us, but the mainstream media talk about bets. I don't see the growth. I don't see the expansion on her game. But when I see Ocott is, man, she's taken a long stride since coming from Mississippi State to come to South Carolina. She's played big in every game they needed her in. And she just lit it up from the she lit it up from the 3-point line like crazy. I'm like, damn, she had Asia standing up. She had Coach O like, man, like when she starts shooting threes like Steph Curry, like it was over. It's time to pack the up. Like we had to pull the guitar out, pack up the drums. We got in the car. We going to our next stop. Man, it was beautiful to watch Ocott's growth, man. And shout out to Officer Raven, man. Raven held Cody scoreless, bro. Let me tell you again, scoreless. If you don't have Raven in your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming out in the draft, then you do not know basketball. Like we have got to stop overlooking somebody, Auntie, because they do it all the time. You notice how somebody do it all the time and then people are like, we see this all the time, but consistency is what we preach, right? Raven has been the most consistent point guard, and I keep telling people I've ever seen since the point guard out of Duke. I have not seen a point guard of this magnitude. And the thing about her is Cody's a bigger body, stronger and everything. Raven says, I'm just as strong too. I put my workout in. I can guard 94 feet. Also, I'm going to hit this three in your face. I'm going to hit this corner shot in your face. I'm going to hit this shot from over here. I'm going to take it to the paint. I'm going to back you down because I'm like 5'8", but I play like I'm 6'9". So I love that tenacity that Raven brought yesterday. And that's what makes me enjoy it. Shout out to Tessa. Shout out to the South Carolina girlies like coming out to play. Shout out to Ohio State as well. I'm gonna give a shout out because we already know about Lil Sis Jelani. Jelani, probably the best or one of the best, like second or third, fourth best point guards in the nation. Big Sis Cambridge, y'all, had a coming out party. Big Sis Cambridge took it to the Trojans yesterday. Big Sis Cambridge came up big in the fourth quarter. My goodness, the offensive board she got and put back, the ability to score, the help with Jelani's 24. I think she had about 14 or 18 going in that fourth quarter. It was amazing to watch Ohio State hang on. And also, here's disappointment. I'm disappointed in Michigan. Like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Like, where are you? Like, who are you?
That's the better question right there, nephew. We know who they are when they show up. Where are you?
Yeah, like, where are you? Like,
where are you? And what is the inconsistency that's being caused this season for this team? 1 week y'all can show up and look like you could be world beaters, and the next y'all looking real average and suspect. So I don't know. Tell me what it is that you see specifically going on with Michigan that it's like got them like, hey, well, yeah, where are you?
It's too much Silas Sword. It's like they're trying to force Sila to be the number one. Sila's just not, she's just not the number one, and that's okay. She don't have to be the main person. Olivia Olson sometimes can't get going. Holloway is inconsistent at times when they're not locked in. I think it's too much the offense. The coach is trying to put it all around Sila. And either Sila's going to make or break. But a lot of times, Auntie, this season, Sila been breaking. It's been the supporting cast along with the other big two that came in with her last year. That's been bailing her out. Sila has not really done well. I believe that this is a little sophomore slump. And I think as a team, they need to play a lot better.
Well, okay. Do you think it's a sophomore slump, or is the tape out on her, or a combination?
It's a combination, because it's like in professional, Auntie. Your first year, you gonna hoop, right? Second year, we know what you finna bring to the table. So now it's up to you to adjust within that second year. That's why a lot of people say it takes 3 years to see if you're gonna make or break. So I think it's a combination. They got film on her. They know how to play her. They get physical with her. They keep her out of her spots. They force her into tough shots. Also, it's also a slump. You know, she's just not having the same success she had last year. And a lot of times, to me, Olivia Olson should be the main one, being the focal point of the offense. And it's like, they're like, okay, never mind. We're just going to move the ball. Also, their lack of size. Listen, I would beat them up in the paint, Auntie. Not only them, UCLA, UConn, they're going to struggle if they play SC, if they play UCLA again. Michigan State gave them problems. The one girl got hurt, I believe, that was in the paint, and they were able to take advantage of that. Michigan needs size. And in the offseason, they need to go get a big person in the middle. They need to get another big to back that big up, or they're going to continuously fall flat on their face, because they're too guard and wing oriented. And that's not a good combination to have, especially when you get to March Madness, when everybody's coming out there. And they're coming for you because they know they've been hearing about you all year. Michigan's here. Michigan's top this. Michigan that. Look, nobody's afraid of them. Iowa, we know Iowa's great at home. They play unstoppable at home. However, you're Michigan. You have to beat them. You have to win that game. And the coach, to me, sometimes she gets out coached. She gets out coached when you need her to make a rotational switch, when you need her to put her team in position to try to get better shots. She don't come through. And it's sad, because I was expecting so much from Michigan this year. I ain't gonna lie, Auntie, I enjoy watching Michigan State more than them. I really don't like watching Michigan games. I really love Michigan State more than them. Michigan State play with more, like, it's more passion, like more like they ready to play. Like, we could go on the court in the morning, have a 5-on-5 pickup game. Michigan State gonna try to beat you into submission. You know, their only issue is they get cold sometimes and they don't know how to get out of that. But I just like watching them play more than Michigan. Michigan, to me, has been very fool's gold, and they're gonna have to show me something, because I don't believe in them, man. They've not looked good this last month, and this month they have not looked good as a team. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. They might have to have a players meeting. They might have to have a players meeting, Auntie, and say, yo, we got to pick it up. Like, we're not playing like we want to win the Big Ten or win the March Madness Natty. We're playing very bad.
They need to come to Jesus.
They need to come to Jesus moment.
Okay. Somebody need that. So every team needs that sometimes. Every team needs that. I understand. Somebody else in the building. Honey Buns, what's happening? What's
Honey
good, y'all?
Buns.
Run them likes up. Run them likes up. Hit the like and the share. They both
What's up, Tamika?
on both these platforms.
Billy.
Make sure y'all following us on everything. Now, let's stay here with Michigan. because do they have it in them to turn around? I think my problem with Michigan is I don't know who the leader is.
Right.
I'm not sure whose team it is. You know, is it Silas Ford's team? Is it Olsen? Is it Olivia Olsen's team? It doesn't matter whose team it is, but let's get that decided.
The pecking order
and move forward.
The pecking order. You're absolutely right.
I don't know, and maybe I just haven't watched enough Michigan. You can tell me, y'all can tell me in the chat, who is Michigan's closer? Is it Holloway? Is it Olsen? Is it Swords? Does it depend? What are we seeing?
It's like a designation to me, and that's not good. I think I always look at it like this, Auntie. A football term real quick, guys. It's not going to be football dominant. If you ever heard that saying, you got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks, you got 3 people who take turns closing, you don't really have a closer then. You just have a possible. Okay. So between them 3, I believe the coach is trying to make it Sila's team because Sila has the most notoriety of the 3. But when I watch games, the way they play, it feels like it's Olsen and Holloway. It's like it's like them running it. And I don't know if that's the same for other people who watch them, but from what I've seen, it's mainly like Olsen or Holloway basically taking the charge, and Swords is taking the back seat to both of them. So if you're going to do it that way, then to me, you got to go more to Olsen because Olsen's the most consistent of the 2. And then Holloway, she's your floor general. She's the one to get everybody in their positions. So what's up, Danae? Hope work good. But that's who it needs to be. But yeah, it's a designation, and I don't like it. Like I said, the political answer is Swords, but watching it and seeing how the team plays, it's a split between Olsen and Holloway. I think Swords is just like, I'll just be the third wheel. I ain't even trying to deal with all that. Y'all 2 can have it. I'll just shoot the ball when I can shoot it because she doesn't demand it enough for me. She don't demand the ball a lot for me.
Well, okay, I'm gonna ask you something else. Swords, nice hooper, good game.
Yeah,
but maybe the bigger go getter of the 2 is it Savia? What baby Swords' name? And so maybe more of that is in her younger sister's game, and she's more of a Robin than the Batman that people tried to make her. I think maybe is what you're saying. If we are saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean that's
going to be a nice. You need a Robin, just like you need an Orko.
Yeah,
everybody, you need an Orko. But I think that she's more of a Robin, and that's okay. And so then we need to figure out who's the Batman. Is that Olsen? And then let's rock with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know because one game Olsen's dominating, and in another game Holloway's dominating. So, it's between them 2.
Is it between those 2, or is it who the coach empowers? Like, so now are we at the point? Are we looking at the coach to say, what have you set as the standard or the closer or that? Like, where are we at with that?
I just think it goes by the game. Like, okay. and I think
that's truly how the team is built.
It's within the flow of the offense. Gotcha. So, like in a game, it's like, all right, Olsen's cooking. We're gonna stick with Olsen. Holloway cooking. We're gonna stick with Holloway. Sword, she'll get a bucket in between there just to help out with it, but it's mainly between Olsen and Holloway. Like, which one is 1 or 2, and then Swords is the de facto 3. That's just how their team is built from what I've seen.
I got you.
And lack of size. They're real small.
Remember, who I said I thought would look really, really good there was Fournier.
Yes.
I thought a Fournier at Michigan would look really good.
That'll be nasty.
Okay. I understand where you're at with Michigan. I had some questions there. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. So I also I'm disappointed in them, man. They really they really made me upset. Iowa State they just fell off a cliff. Then they didn't, like we were talking about them being a solid team. they were going to be one of the top 3-4 teams in the Big 12. They don't even look like that. They've struggled, and it's mainly been on the defensive side in the paint. They've been able to put mismatches on Auntie where they'll bring the big out mainly to the short corners or to the wing to try to pull her out the box, and that always leaves an extra player open on the perimeter. And I haven't seen their coach make any adjustments. So their coach to me has let them down a lot. I love Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech will be okay. I like what they play with. They're tough. And then with Baylor, I'm still trying to figure out, like, them losses they had really kind of is head scratchers. And it's like, I don't know, like the Big 12 is a jumble pot of, to me, who's ready to get beat by an SEC team when tournament time comes. Like, that's just how it looked to me. I'm not really impressed with the Big 12. Also, they were talking about UCLA. UCLA, like I keep saying, look, UCLA is going to come down to what they're going to do in the closing minutes of the game. Who's going to close, like, down the stretch? We know that's Kiki. Is Lauren Betts going to take it up another notch? We'll see. We're gonna wait for our opinion of them when tournament time come. SEC, LSU played Missouri. They went with a 4-guard lineup. Which I'm like, that's cool, but not against the top teams. That's not gonna work. So now you basically got them they beat Missouri and everything, and then of course they got Tennessee.
Can we stay at LSU for a second?
Yeah.
LSU. I want to stay at LSU for a second. I haven't talked to you since Mom went viral. So I would definitely like to know your response to that. And then I also would like your assessment, and this is from an LSU fan, because I know that you're a fan of the team, right? You support all of these ladies. Also, just like your honest assessment of Malaysia Fawali the last 2 games.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start with Malaysia Fawali. I give Malaysia Fawali the last 2 games. I give her a B+, A-.
Okay, I want to ask you questions as you go through Lay, so go ahead.
Okay.
I may have questions.
So Lay got back to doing what she does best, which is lock in on defense. She had a good defensive effort against Cody McMahon in the 4th quarter. She locked into getting in transition, getting downhill, getting to the cup, galvanizing the troops through her play. Like, Lay's a person I take as when, like, she'll be quiet, but then if she don't like shit, she gonna tell you straight up, like, this is bullshit. And I like to see that type of Lay. I want that Lay. And Lay playing the 2-guard, keep her at the 2-guard. She is dangerous at the 2-guard. I don't want her at the 1. I want her at the 2-guard, and I want to see a lot more sets where her and Jada, to me, have the best chemistry on the team. Outside of Zakiya and Gracie, but them two on the court have the best chemistry. I like the way that she finished at the basket. I like the way how she was getting the ball to certain people. She did what I wanted her to do. She stepped up. They lost. Okay, let's brush the dust off. Let's get out here. Let's get back to playing. I didn't like when Flaw J had her on the wings, like she had her on the trail, and then passed her the ball. She passed it to her too late, and it was a turnover. If she would have got the ball to Fawali would have scored, because it was her, and it was a mismatch right there that was in front of her. So she could have took that over. Defensively, I told you, if Lay locks in and wants to be the best, and Don says this all the time, so I don't know why people get upset when I talk about Lay. I'm saying the same things Don is saying. Lay can be the best. Like, she can be the best player on like period. She's a great talent, but I want her to be the player. Everybody has talent, but what separates you from those who have great talent is how you play. And I just want her IQ to get better and continue to strive to get better. And I want her to take more of the leadership role, because to me, out of everybody on the team, I just feel like she would be the right leader for this type of squad, because you got the dog and the freshmen. The freshmen, all them dogs, they ready to jump into anything. You got the floor general, who I said I love. She's in my top 2, 3, or 4 in the country. And you got, of course, MK12, and you got, of course, Flaw J, and you got, of course, a team that is like, when they're on and in transition, pushing the pace, they're tough to beat. This is what I want them to do. I want them to get in more transition. I don't want them just to set up in the half court all day. Also, you might need to think about moving either MK12 or Flaw J to the bench and bringing them off the bench. And I will put Fuwali at that 2 position, because I like what she's doing there, and I think she'll be a more effective 2 guard than Flaw J. And I would love Michaela at the wing. So I would love Flaw J to come off the bench, but that's not going to help, because that would add an extra punch to the scoring, and it would help the scoring easier, and it would be easier for MK12 to get in a rhythm. MK12 couldn't get into a rhythm because Flaw J was dominating the ball early against Ole Miss, and before she hurt her ankle or whatever. So again, Fuwali, B+, A-, I give her for the last 2 games.
Do you feel like it's sustainable? There are a couple things, because I feel like this is year 3 Division 1 junior Malaysia Fuwali stepping into who she's supposed to be this year. So do you feel like they've turned a corner and this is like something they'll lean into more of late? Or do you think that this is just something that just so happened over the last 2 years? Is it sustainable? Do you see LSU sticking with this? And I think you got to keep Zakaya, Jada, and Lay together. But that was the 3 that I liked together since earlier in the season when we watched. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I would do. That's why I don't understand, in the South Carolina game, Kim didn't play Zakaya again. Like it was like Zakaya, Lay, and Jada works. Like, that's a lethal combination. Why not stick to it? I don't know. I can't go into your mind. I wish I had that power where I had a thing to go in your mind to see, oh, okay, that's how you feel, why you made that decision. Bet. Do I think it's sustainable? Yes and no. Okay. Yes, depending on the team they play against. Mm-hmm. No, because Kim Mulkey gets into her own way, and she's going to, it's not panic, it's she doesn't believe in letting something just settle so it'll work itself out. You know how some coaches leave players out there to figure it out? Kim doesn't have that. Kim is too controlling. It's like she don't allow for them to actually learn, okay, this is what you do. That's what you do. Okay, this is what we're finna do. We're going to figure it out. Let's pull ourselves out of this. She just interjects to me sometimes at the wrong time. But if Kim could get back to really coaching and being that coach, it will be sustainable. But if she gets into her stubbornness and I'm going to just stick to this, I'm just beat my head against the wall, then it's going to fall apart. But to me, I like the Jada, the Fuwali, and hell, I might come out in the game one time like that. I would have Jada, Fuwali, Zakaya, and MK12, and Amani Joyner. I would run it with them sometimes, or I would try to switch it out with Gracie or with Bella. I just need her to tighten up more on some of her rotations. Now, if the player's not doing good shooting-wise, I understand they got to sit on the bench because they're not shooting well and they're not performing well. And if they're not playing defense, got you. Then you got to sit down and chill for a little bit. So I just think that this will be more sustainable next year when Flaw J's out the way. I'm gonna just be real with you. And for me talking to other LSU fans, I've talked to other LSU fans behind the scenes. Flaw J's in the way, and she's stopping MK12 a lot of times and Fuwali from really reaching their ceiling how they want to reach it, because they're all in the same spots. They all love to attack the basket the same way. Also, I want to see MK12 more on the elbow and the operate. When she got it at the elbow, then she could either do her one dribble pull up or get to the side and shoot, or she can get downhill, or she can make that pass. She's very key at that position. And to me, it's easier for everybody to rotate around her and create an action around her while she's operating at the elbow, because she has the most consistent shot on the team. So she should be the one to really get going. You're going to need her down the stretch. And then when she was benched in the second half, yeah, she was playing bad and all of this. She did a flashy pass, but that's bullshit. MK12 always done that. She did that last year. She wasn't benched for a whole half. So something must have happened in the locker room, allegedly. So I think that it'll be more sustainable if Flaw J's out the way next year. But this year, it's a 50-50 for me.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. I think Paige was here last week and talked about that same thing about just kind of the pecking order and making sure that people were moved up in the depth chart, I guess. We got some depth chart issues, it sounds like, at LSU sometimes. So there's that. But y'all run them likes up on both platforms. What else? What other? I want to make sure we hit all the highlights before we take deep dives into stuff, because we're gonna come back to some of these games and really break some stuff down.
Right. UConn, like, they blew out Providence, but they just look a little off to me. Like,
really?
To me, it comes off as they're too Sarah Strong heavy and AZ. It's like, we need Sarah and AZ. If one of them two don't have a good game or a decent game or a consistent type of game, they're in trouble to me. I don't know what it is with Sarah Williams. It's no bad blood there, people. So I'm just speaking about basketball because Sarah already said she already knew the role she was going to be in. She knew what she was going to be at. I just don't know why it's not working with Sarah Williams. Like, I want Sarah Williams to get more of the ball so it alleviate pressure off of Sarah, off of Shade, off of AZ. And sometimes they haven't really been battle tested, really. Yeah, they scheduled some outer conference game, and it's not their fault that the teams they played they just weren't up to par. And I just think that if they play against the right team to punch them in the mouth, like Tennessee had them for a half, if they go against a team who actually knows how to adjust in the second half and keep that pressure on them, they could lose. They just don't seem fluent running their offense this year. Like, I don't want to bring Paige into it, but it just looked it more fluent with Paige out there last year. Like, it looked it with more, how do I say? Like, how Raven out there, everything is in place. Like, you can go have a smoothie at the bar, you can go drink some, you'll be back. Everything good. It's like I can't leave it in KK and all of their hands, because it's like it's like, just because they're blowing teams out, it just doesn't look as fluent as it was last year. It doesn't look as how do I say? It doesn't look as sound, like fundamentally sound. When Paige was there, everything was moving like a machine, like going down that track. Then when it was time to speed up, we going. When time to slow down, we're gonna slow down. Here, it's like they be way too lax. And Sarah said something the other day. She's like, well, we got to play better, like, because, like, we're not playing good right now. So, yeah, like, we're going to get cussed out and yelled at because we're waiting till the fourth quarter or the third quarter to actually step up. And that's not a good sign, Auntie. Like, I've seen defending champions play. It's a rigorous season. And if you're not battle tested And what I mean by battle tested, y'all, is you're going against teams who not only are ranked, they're gonna make you play outside of yourself.
So
or sometimes you might not even be prepared, but because of the flow of the game, it makes you prepared physically and mentally. Go ahead.
Should that be Sarah Strong or should that be AZ Fudd at this point in the pecking order at UConn? Who should be setting that tone? Like,
well, to me, I know people ain't gonna UConn people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I think it needs to be Sarah Strong, because Sarah Strong this is actually her team, because she's gonna be there the next 2 years. So AZ out the door. AZ can be the overseer because she's the vet. She's been there longer, but ultimately this is Sarah Strong's team. So to me, I hear what Sarah's saying, but I need Sarah to, and if she's not a vocal person, people, that's fine. I just need her to set the tone by example, by, giving this is what we need to do. Like, be stern with it. Like, Tim Duncan wasn't vocal at all, but Tim let you know, look, we got to do this. We got to lock in. That's all she got to do. We got to lock in. We got to play better. We got to do better on defense. We got to attack the boards. We got to score better. Like, what are we doing? I need to see more of that from her, because I believe she has it in her. She has charisma. She's funny. She relates to everybody. So I think her leading by example and setting the tone will turn this team around, where they won't have a mishap when it comes down to the March Madness, because they're gonna run through the tournament. There's nobody in the tournament that's gonna beat them.
So here's the thing. I think that she's still growing into that. I think it's very much her team. But I think for the battle-tested speech needs to come from AZ. Right? Like,
right.
Sarah starts excuse me. Sarah starts the conversation because she's a national champion, right?
Right.
And
right.
AZ finishes the conversation because of all the adversity that she saw the team go through.
Correct.
To be a national champion last year.
Yeah,
so
correct.
The conversation that they've got to figure out how to have is it's Sarah's team. Like you said, the keys have already been handed. But the thing that you said about Paige is the thing that I've been saying about Paige since the beginning. Auntie, why you don't think they're gonna win? Because they got everything except Paige. And I think people are devaluing what Paige meant to that.
They are.
Because of how well AZ and Sarah played. But AZ and Sarah were able to play the way that they played because of who PD5 is. And I think that was very much undervalued by some of the fans coming back into the season. But go ahead, continue.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you said, Auntie. Shout out to Rakia, man, for coming back from that BS she was dealing with. To see how Paige is such a leader, like, and it's like sometimes people say that saying you're born with it. Man, Paige was born with it. Like, for her to get Rakia, how Rakia was playing, Paige was like, Rakia's like, she's awesome on the floor. Like, when she lock in. And sometimes people got to understand basketball is a place it's a sanctuary sometimes away from the bullshit you're dealing with. The thing I love about Paige is Paige comes with the same attitude every day. We got to lock in. We got to defend. We got to play harder. We got to lock in. We got to play harder. And it reminded me of a young Kobe at 18 or 19 when Kobe was saying, man, like, I love ball. Like, I want to get better. I want to win. But then you realize a lot of people just don't be on the same page you be in or be on. Because some people there just to get a check. Some people there just to get the notoriety. Some people just there just to hoop and call it a day. Just hoop, call it a day. Paige wants to win. She wants everything done to a T. She wants everything. Like, she wants you to run that pin down correctly. She wants you to dive to the basket correctly. She wants you to step out and pop, pick and roll them. She wants everything to be done to a T, like a T. And that to me is what's missing at UConn. And I'm with you. I think people have devalued how much of a leader and great player Paige is, because it's what I said at the beginning of the video, Auntie. We're having that with Raven Johnson. Now all of a sudden people are starting to come around and say, oh man, she's been that girl. But we already knew she was that girl because we've been watching her every day from the beginning, from a freshman to now. So because somebody does it so great often, Auntie, it gets diminished. And that's what I hate. That's what I hate about that's what I hate about when people say give them flowers. No, give them flowers while they're alive. Don't give flowers when they're gone. How they gonna receive them? They're gone now. Give them flowers right now. And I think a lot of people forget how great Paige was, and it's showing to me. It's really showing to me because I don't see the same execution from UConn I saw the past 2-3 years when Paige was there. I don't see it at all. And I think they could get touched in March Madness. If they're not careful, I think they can get caught. And we got to see, can they pull up out of it? That's what I want to see from them. So I don't know. I just don't know. Can they get back to the Final Four? Yeah, depending on where they're at. But they just don't move the same to me. It was a different feel when Paige was there. Even when Paige came out to the floor in her warm-ups, the way she walked out, the way she jogs out, the way she run, everything is on progression with her. Everything is to the T. I got to be perfect so we can play perfect, so we can win perfect, so we can do what we got to do perfect. That's what I love. And I just don't see that right now with UConn. They may change my mind later. I just don't see it.
I see one in the chat I want to ask you about. What do you think about this comment? I think they're playing like they're not hungry anymore.
Yeah, I mean, is it they're not playing like they're not hungry anymore, or they're playing like they're bored? Because the thing I noticed about some teams is two things that could be true. Great comment. Great comment, by the way. There's two things that could be true. Oh, I like that. Complacent is what they are. Bored. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. You can be bored, which means that I'm waiting for the big games to start. Or you could be, like you said, complacent. I don't think they don't want to win. I'm not going to put that out there because that's UConn at the end of the day. Got to show them respect. They're still UConn. They're the defending champs. Just like last year, we showed South Carolina love because they're the defending champs. You always show love to the defending champs. I just think they're either complacent or they're bored. And to me, complacency comes with, oh, we're just going to get through this, whatever we do, we still going to win. Even if we're down 2 or up 2 at halftime, we're going to win. I just haven't seen them get beat yet, where it's like we did everything we could, but we got punched in the mouth and we never could recover. I think that could happen to this UConn team in March Madness. I think it's going to happen.
Well, in March Madness, it's too late. Do you believe they're a flip-the-switch team?
I believe they got flip-the-switch players. Like Sarah and AZ could do it. I don't think the rest of them can. So as a team, no, I don't think there's flip the switch team.
For the people that you think can switch that you believe can switch the flip, right? I mean, flip the switch. Do you think that's enough to carry them to defending their championship? Or do they need everybody to be able to flip the switch?
They need everybody, Auntie. Look, it's like football. You need every man, even the guy on the bench, even the water boys, even the equipment managers. Even in basketball, the same thing. You need everybody. Whether that person's not playing, you need them cheering the team on. You need them encouraging everybody, keeping the volume, keeping the vibe up. Like I said, you need everybody. It can't just be 2 players. That's not how a championship team works. A championship team doesn't work at all if everybody on your squad isn't locked in. So if everybody gets locked in at the right time, sure, they can repeat. But do I see them? I don't know. because some of those players, like, they weren't the main focal point to have to lock in to get the team over the top. Like Sarah Williams, we still have question marks. Is she going to have a game? Let's say Sarah and Auntie have a bad game. Which one of the supporting cast is going to step up? Is it going to be Sarah Williams, KK, Shade? Who is it going to be? So that's the question mark I don't know gets answered this postseason. That's why I don't see them repeating. I don't see them repeating at all. So they make and grow out of it. I mean, Gino making inspire them. Sarah and Azy make and pull them up.
They act like they already won the title if it's a formality.
Hey, that is dangerous. That's why I said complacency. That's what we said. They could be complacent, get punched in the mouth, and then they don't survive.
But okay, I hear you. But doesn't Gino have too much experience for that, or is that at some point are you saying it has to be the players? It
got to be the players, Auntie. Like, the coach can only put you in position. You got to go out and execute. This is what made Red Auerbach one of the greatest coaches ever. This is what made Pat Summitt the greatest, or one of the greatest. I got her as the greatest ever. This is what makes Don great. Gino, of course, who we're talking about, great. They put you in position to win. They give you all the tools. They make the adjustments. They coach you up. At the end of the day, the player got to close it out. If the players don't close it out, that's on the players. All Gino can do is give you the pamphlet, do what he can, make adjustments in game, halftime, second half. It's up to you to finish. So Sarah and Azy got to be the ones to finish and close it out and lift this team. I'm just afraid of, if they're not on their game, they could get punched in the mouth, because I don't know if everybody else could step up to the occasion. So it's a combination of both. And again, like, their out of conference schedule, it's not their fault the teams were mid. The teams were just mid. Their ranking said, oh, they're good, but they just weren't ready yet. Like, when they played Michigan gave them a little, like, challenge early, but then after that, it was like blowout city, because Sarah Strong started getting going, Azy started getting going. So if you're relying on them two all the time to get you the dub and win, it's going to be kind of hard. So I just think they sometimes lack focus. They're focused, but not all the way focused. But because they're so talented and they got the great Gino Auriemma, they're going to beat teams that they should lose to.
Okay, now I still have UConn and South Carolina meeting in the championship.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Or do you think I should move my shekels?
It depends. I got to see where the conference is at, like where they're lined up at.
Really? It's bracket? Really?
Yeah, because look,
South Carolina side, on UConn side, on both. Talk to me.
Man, it's on UConn side. South Carolina, I think South Carolina's going to get back. I think they're going to get back. The only other, like I said, I had them and LSU in the Final Four, so I still stick to that. But South Carolina's going to get to the championship, because they're playing. South Carolina plays hungry. Like, they don't play like they're satisfied. Like Tanaya Latson said it, like, I won my first one. Raven like, oh, that's cool. I got 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? And it was more of a job not finished attitude. And this is why I got Raven as the best point guard I've seen since Chelsea Gray, because she has that attitude. I'm not losing. Like, I don't care. We lost. We felt how that was. Raven was crying her eyes out last year. So she's not satisfied. Even when she won the championship, Auntie, she still played with I want more. This is why she's a 4-time high school champ. Champions are built differently. That's why I tell people they're not the same. Like, they're not the same at all. Like, champions, like people who are a part of a championship, they just move differently. So UConn, to me, yeah, they won a chip last year. I just don't see the same. I just don't know if they go against the UCLA, any other team, they could possibly get knocked off. I think UCLA might go and play y'all this year. It might be UCLA and y'all, from what I'm seeing, because those are the two teams like I feel will have a great matchup, and I feel that SC will win that. They'll win that game because Ocott, Dottle, all Joyce, man, they're gonna lock Lauren Betts down because all they got is Lauren Betts in the front court. They don't really got anybody else like that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I see the check coming in. You don't see UCLA beating UConn. Okay. Interesting. That's not dominant. Okay. I mean, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Chip on shoulder. More poised this season. Who you talking about?
More poised. Well, LSU like got more dogs than UConn. UConn got dogs over there. They got dogs over there. It's just that when Paige was there, Paige put it to, I don't know, it was different. Like, they moved different, they acted different. Now it's like we're trying to see. We're waiting for Sarah to step up and start it, and AZ will finish it. Because I think AZ is like Auntie said, she's more of the I'm gonna come behind you and I'm push it to reassure it. Sarah put it out there, I'll reassure it. So that's what I need more from them. And then them not playing people, man. I don't know, man. It's hard to go. Last year, UConn was battle tested. They were battle tested. They played tough competition out of conference. Then they went into the tournament. Paige turned it up another notch. Can AZ and Sarah turn it up that same notch? We got to wait and see. I have no idea. Because Paige got it started last year and finished it.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Coming into the year, I felt like that's what AZ would want to show, is that this year would be about I can do it. I can get us back to the championship game without Paige here. That
right.
AZ as a senior would want to show that, and then Sarah as a competitor and just as hey, this is going to be my team, would also want to show that. So
right. Like I said, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. You go into something with a dull blade, man, you're gonna get hurt. You go into it with a sharpened blade, battle ready. You can handle every adversity coming your way. I don't like teams who don't have adversity before they get into the tournament. I don't like that.
See, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Oh, I'm glad you said that because it gave me a view of what it is that you see. You know what I see? I think they like a team who. Let me see. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let's go to a movie. I can always do it with a movie. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You know how Dom hit the nitro. He hit the nitrous right at the right time. Every time.
Right. Yeah.
I just think they ain't had to hit their nitrous yet. You know what I'm saying? They out there just with their regular engine, with their regular hookup. You understand? And ain't time for them to hit that nitrous yet. So they got a nitrous that they're gonna go to that puts them in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I got South Carolina beat them in that game, but I got them getting back to the championship game. To me, it's like I heard what you said about the blade, and it was like, oh yeah, but they ain't had to bring that. What is it? Is it a katana sword? What they call it?
Yeah,
they had to bring
katana.
out. Yeah, they had to bring the katana out yet, nephew. They got it. They still got it. They still got it on their back. They out here with their little blade doing work right now.
Right.
They ain't had to hit the nitrous yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I could be wrong, and they hit the nitro, they do their thing. I just think last year's team to me was more battle tested around this time. So when the Big East tournament started, Paige just said, "All right, it's time to go to Super Saiyan God level. Let's go." And then she went there and said, "Let's keep going." And AZ and Sarah followed suit, and it was just a masterclass what they did until they got to win the whole thing. So that's the thing I'm saying is like last year, but this year they could possibly get back. Like I said, I got them in the Final Four, still playing UCLA, and I think y'all will play LSU, and I think it'll be UCLA and y'all. So we'll see. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong, so we can get AZ to get two more of them things. I mean, one more with the other one last year. So hey, we'll see.
I might have missed this, but let me. I'm gonna just ask, and if you said it and I missed it, blame it on my CRS. Who with UConn, with UCLA taking down UConn, who is it that you see on Sarah Strong in that matchup? How do they defend Sarah in that matchup to be successful UCLA?
I don't think they'll stop Sarah. They're gonna have to be heavy on everybody else. You're gonna have to. It's one of them things where you're gonna let Sarah get hers because Sarah's always gonna get her. You're just gonna make it difficult for AZ. You're not gonna stop AZ, but you can make it difficult for her. You can have her in a slump, like making hit or miss. Sometimes go down the court, she'll hit 2, miss 4 or 5. You want to play them type of semantics. That's how you beat them. That's how you're gonna be able to beat UConn. But nobody's going to guard Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong is going to destroy them in the paint.
So, is a Sarah Williams, Sarah Strong lineup trouble for UCLA? Because then you have to try to deal with Williams and Strong. And so I understand you got a bet, so you probably would deal with Williams. And then what do you do with Strong, or do you do a zone? What do you think about that?
You're probably going to run a zone, but you're going to have Betts probably locking up on Sarah. They're probably going to have Strong playing at the high post or by the wing. They're probably going to have her operate like that, so it'll be Sarah down there with Betts, so everybody can move around. And on the other end, they're probably going to try to run them. They're going to try to put pressure on the other players, get into their spots, get into their sets and their actions so they can get some threes up. So, like I said, they'll run zone or they'll have lower bets with Sarah Williams, and they'll probably hedge towards what Sarah Strong is at. Oh, what's up, Robert Jones, man? Thanks for the $2 super chat. Chilling. I mean, they could possibly. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know who according to y'all is.
I mean,
I named my Final Four, and that ain't it.
I named my 4. So my 4 was UCLA, UConn, LSU, and South Carolina. That was my 4. So I didn't pick Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt gets beat in the Sweet 16. And Texas, I think they get out in the Elite 8. So that's my opinion. Based on battle tested. I mean, yeah, they're battle tested, but here's the thing. Vanderbilt is Gavin or Blake's or bust. That's not going to win you March Madness. Texas, the main player, is not living up to what the standard they put on her to be. And plus, their backcourt is too small. So they go against somebody like a TCU with a lot of length, SC or anybody, they're going to have problems. So that's why I don't really have them going far. UCLA not getting tested either. Well, the Big Ten's tougher than the Big East. The thing with UCLA is Kiki Rice been closing the show for him. Ikez has been on one. Neepkins has come up with some shots. They got a good rotation with their players. They make their shots and they play a zone defense. Kiki takes the point of attack. She takes the point of attack and she goes from there. So I mean, they play slightly better competition in UConn.
Remember I told y'all my Final Four got blew up. I told y'all I had UConn, South Carolina, leading the championship. So the other two, it really was no thing, but it was just like, who was going to be there. And I had Louisville and Michigan earlier in the season. Then I was like, did I have Michigan? Then I was like, maybe Texas, Michigan, maybe Texas, maybe Michigan. But then Michigan and Louisville, I don't know where they at right now. In Texas, I don't know where they at right now. So I'm going to have to get back to y'all on an updated Final Four. I'm gonna have to get back to y'all on an updated Final Four. Some of the teams that I thought should be
Texas and Vandy are better than LSU.
A little bit more dominant. I'm not seeing it. So that's where I'm at.
I disagree. We split with Texas and Vandy beat us, but they beat us down the stretch. If we don't turn the ball over when we did, we'll win that game. So I'm not. The only teams I fear in the SEC is South Carolina. Everybody else got to show me. Because Kentucky, they were supposed to be this big bad, right? They got smoked by Vandy. Galvin went off for like, I think 30 or something, 20 something, and they won that game. So I'm just saying, like, outside of South Carolina, like, I don't know. Like, it's still South Carolina to me. Everybody else is like in the same pack. So Texas has not impressed me. Vic is going to choke like he always do. He going to have his jacket off after 2 seconds in the game. And Madison Booker's going to fade away like she always does. Rory has been up and down. Jordan Lee's been up and down. Justice has been up and down. I mean, we'll see.
And then folks always say that there's some sleeper team that jumps in there. Who is that sleeper team right now?
Who?
That jumps into the Final Four. Who is that sleeper team?
The sleeper team? Ooh. The sleeper team, if Blake's and if Blake's and Galvin, because I got them. If they can do what they've been doing, going off like they are, they could sneak some teams, especially in that format. Also, look at TCU. TCU's been closing down the stretch. I'm very surprised. They've been very, very surprising to me down the stretch. They've been out playing their opponents in the fourth quarter, and Olivia Miles is trying to show some clutchness. Like, she's been bad in the early parts of the game, but then when it's money time, she's been stepping up. Her, Suarez, and Silva, they've been dominating down the stretch. So they could sneak in there if you catch them on a bad day. So Vandy and them will be if Vandy could be what they are, high scoring and being able to get out on people, they could sneak in, and TCU could sneak in because of how they've been in the fourth quarter. And then you got Duke. Duke could get in. And you also got
Let me tell y'all why.
That's about it.
I'm gonna tell y'all why LSU is not in my Final Four conversation right now. It's the lack of poise. It's the potential that they'll crash out when it get tight. It's the potential that Grace Knox will go into I don't even know what the hell happened, and she got the tech, got put out the game, got benched. Like,
well, she ran up and blocked the shot. She bumped her. It's what she said after she blocked the shot. They called the foul,
she didn't play the
and then
next
she
game,
said
though.
something. She didn't play the next game because she a freshman. And Kim got upset about it. That was her second tech on the year. Kim don't give rope to freshmen. She don't give rope to freshmen. She don't give that.
It's that right there for me. It's the lack of poise. Like, and it was and what I remember in that moment, and I forget who pointed it out, but made me go back and look, is that it was Lay trying to say, hey, hold on, don't say that. Like, you know, and it was just a little bit too late. So if that's something that they can learn from in these moments and show going forward, you know, maybe that's something that they can grow to. But right now, the lack of it's the lack of poise that's questionable for me.
Man, it's gonna come down to, Kim, is you gonna coach or do you want to sell tickets? If she want to coach, they'll be in the Final Four playing SC. If she doesn't want to be selling tickets, they're gonna be out in the Elite Eight again. It's just that simple. It's not that hard for me with LSU.
Gracie could be a dog. I'm sorry, nephew. Gracie could be a dog, but it doesn't matter if you're gonna have to keep her on the bench. What good is a dog that gotta stay on the bench? That's my thing, and I get it. Hey, after everything that she did, she wouldn't have got back in the game. I hear y'all saying she should have been benched. I don't know. This is.
I mean, she did get benched. Like, what is y'all talking about? She got benched. She didn't play last game.
I think that they're telling me she should have been benched. But was she benched last game because of what happened, or was she benched last game because she's a freshman and Kim just didn't want to take a chance with her on the floor?
That too is both of them. It could be both.
Yeah, and it wasn't her first time being a little too reckless. And the first time was with the teammates. And so it was like, well, you know, that dynamic is different for me. So that's the only piece that I worry about. You know, that we got to see. So, and I see you saying it was both. Okay, yeah. And you know, if Kim want to spend time with her family, we only going to the Elite Eight. If she want to make it to the Final Four, we going.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Dakota. Like, it's that simple. Like, it's not hard with me with LSU. Like, do you want to coach today, or do you want to just sell tickets? If you want to sell tickets, do your little antics. They get out in the Elite Eight. I mean, I done seen Kim since she played at Louisiana Tech. This Kim is different from the one back in the day. But look, you gonna coach or not? Like, that's my only question. Is you gonna coach or not? Is you gonna make the adjustments you need to make? Is you gonna make the rotations you need to make? That's all I'm asking. It's not hard. I'm not going off on Kim. I'm just saying, what is you gonna do? Coach, you gonna coach? Oh, you gonna sell tickets? All right, I go get the popcorn, go get the Cancun together. I'll go get the trip. How many of it is 15? Like 20, 25 of us? All right, bet. I get the room set. We can go to Cancun, make sure we got a nice spot before everybody else get there before us. I mean, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no breaking down nothing. It's what you see is what you get. You got to coach. That's it.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
I don't think that she got a team that she can just decide to coach, and then they got the poison experience to battle through. What she gonna have to coach them through? But we gonna see. We for sure gonna see.
Pressure make diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see. You either gonna get up or you gonna get put down. I mean, it is what it is. All of that's out the window now, y'all. The tournament finna start, and then you finna go to the March Madness. All that's out the window. If you ain't got none together by now, hey, get your tickets for Cancun together. Get you a seat in a room before it all gets built up. That's all I gotta say with that.
What else you had? What else you had? That was all I had.
Oh man, like the Barbie return, man. Oh no. We gotta talk about the big four mama. We got to talk about the big four mama.
Yeah, I didn't hear I haven't heard your reaction to that. How did you?
Yeah. What's up, JP? Man, look. Bro, like I did a little troll thing yesterday, Auntie. I said, well, Malaysia put up this many points, so Malaysia won the game. LSU did it. Okay. So when you're a parent of an athlete and people, this is experience. When you're a parent of an athlete, you want to make it less stressful for your child as possible because your child is going to deal with a lot of outside noise. We're in social media today. She's going to have to deal with that, seeing it every day. You don't do your daughter any favors by coming out saying that. Second of all, you don't know the relationship she has with the team right now. They all may not be really clicking, and that may be the thing to break the camel's back. You don't know. So it's key for parents to just be in a parent's place. It's key for parents to understand the big picture. You're only getting these rapping gigs because you play basketball. You're getting put on a platform where you're able to put your music out there.
Wait a minute.
You're a basketball player right now. You're not a musician. Now, if you want to be a rapper, you can go be a rapper. Y'all can cut basketball out and go do that full time. But I guarantee you ain't going to get the same old views and that you would have if you stayed playing basketball. I mean, come on. Like,
why do you say that?
Because yes, you rap and stuff, but LSU put you on the map and gave you that platform for your music to go even further than where it's at. That's what it has done. So if you don't pay attention to the picture of, all right, I don't need basketball, I won't play basketball, I'm just going to do music. Well, then, if you didn't need basketball, why didn't you leave last year? You should have took your daughter and left last year, or she should have just said, F basketball, I'm going to go be a rapper full time then if I don't need it. You don't put that statement out there because now as a GM, I question that. Like, so you don't need it?
But Flau'jae said basketball is paying the bills right now. She said, let's be clear. That's what I heard her say. So do you think the GMs, talk to me about why the GMs would still hold that against her?
Because you have a momager.
It's not that I'm not agreeing with you. I just want you to put perspective on what it is you're saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. Because you're a momager. They already look at you as you're a problem, which is unfair. I agree that is unfair to look at somebody because they do the same thing with Lamar Jackson's mom because she represents him. However, Lamar Jackson's mom's not out here making videos, dumping on the team and uplifting her son. You don't do that. GMs look at that as, okay, that could cause rifts in the locker room. That could cause problems for the coaches. You don't know how other players react to stuff. Some players will be like, oh man, I ain't even worried about that, man. That just is what it is. Then you got the players who like, nah, it's cool, you do you, but on the inside, they really feel some type of way. So that could also make it harder for her to operate at work because people ain't going to pass you the ball. They ain't gonna really want to deal with you. The problem is Flau'jae has to show me that you run your account, you run your stuff, that your mom is just on the side. You have to, if her mom can't be controlled and that's just what she do, then Flau'jae has to me, get another manager. She needs to get a manager who handles basketball side of things, and her mama can handle the rap side of things if that's what she wants to do. But you have got to imperatively not put out that video at the end of a hard-fought game when your team lost and y'all are already down? For you to just uplift her, you put a target on her back for me to say, well, you missed those 2 free throws. Why ain't hit them 2 free throws? Oh, but she did this before. But she missed them 2 free throws, though. We lost the game. Oh, you don't need basketball? Why she ain't come out last year? She was projected to go top 3, top 4, top 5. Why she ain't leave last year then? Why she ain't getting the music full time? Like parents, some parents, this ain't all parents, some parents do way too much. They want to be the star. They want to be the person that everybody talks about. Sometimes they want to live their life through their child instead of just be happy with the life they led, be happy with the girl they raised, the kids they raised, and go from there. They don't see that. They got to make everything about something. Then I think she says something about, I saw SC saying this, or she went to an SC account. Why did you go to an SC account? So you went to invite yourself into stuff. So again, I've talked to LSU people, some people from LSU outside of here, and this is allegedly, the mama oversteps her boundaries way too much. This isn't the first time. And a lot of people do not like the mom around a lot because all she does is bring unwanted attention as far as just trying to praise her daughter up and just say everybody else is below. That's not right. That is not good. And as a team, that could either fracture you or that could make you better. One or the other is going to happen.
Can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
How did you feel about LeVar Ball and how he introduced, let's just say Lonzo. Let's not talk LaMelo, LaJello. Let's talk Lonzo, the initial introduction to the NBA and how he managed him in. How did you feel about LeVar as a, I guess, a poppager? I don't know what's right.
Yeah,
like,
poppager. Poppager.
Yeah, how did you feel about him as a poppager and some of the things that he did as Lonzo came into the league?
I didn't like it because it put too much pressure on Lonzo. I said that then. I didn't like that because I felt like Lonzo was doing well. He was fine. He put a target on Lonzo back, and Lonzo was getting unwanted competition, unwanted physicality on the floor that he really didn't have to be subjected to early. So I didn't like the way he handled that and how he went about that situation. Then speaking on other athletes' sons and stuff, I don't like that. Why are you speaking on Michael Jordan's sons and what he done? You don't know what Michael did. You don't know if Michael, for his information, I made a video about this auntie back in the day. I said for his information, because I got friends from Chicago, Michael was up top in the bleachers away where nobody would see, so he wouldn't steal the shine from Marcus or Jeffrey. So it's different ways to promote your kids without belittling other people, badgering other people, or overstepping your boundaries. It's cool to brag about your kid, but you ain't got to go out and diss somebody else how they raised their kid to uplift how great Lonzo is. You ain't got to do that. We don't have to do that. I don't have to diss anybody to show you that, oh, this person's great. I don't do that. So that's the problem I had with LeVar. That's the big problem I had with him.
Okay. What about, and I see Khadijah saying that you think a lot of what LeVar did was about promoting the family brand as well.
That's fine. You could promote the family brand, but don't put down other people to uplift your brand. That's all I'm saying. I didn't have an issue with you speaking up about your son is great. He's the best. I was cool with that. My problem was when you started talking about other athletes' kids, saying they're not good, they're not on this level. Like, you don't know what they did with their kids. You don't know. Sometimes some kids just may not, it just doesn't pan out. That's okay. No matter what Mike did, Mike could have put them in anything. And look, they probably still wouldn't have been able to turn out like great in basketball. But that doesn't mean they can't be great in life. Basketball doesn't dictate what you are as a person. And that's the reason why me and Auntie have these platforms to speak about these lovely young adults, these young women, because basketball is not just them. It's not just their definition. Even back to Flaw J. I love Flaw J doing music along with basketball. I got no issue with that. But the problem comes in when you're trying to go with the other side more than the other, when the other has helped you just as much as that's helped you. So we got to be real with ourselves. We can't be out here just blowing smoke and saying this person better than this person. No, just say that your kid is great. All he had to say was, man, Lonzo, he a #1 pick overall. He the greatest. And then somebody say, what makes him great? Man, his field of vision, how he runs the floor, how he gets the teammates in order. You ain't got to go say, well, because I know how to make them better. And Michael, like, if you look at the Michael Jordans, LeBrons, and them, they sons ain't gonna, like, come on, bro, don't do that. You stepping out of bounds now. You stepping out of bounds. You ain't got to do that. Like, all you got to do is just say straight up, like, my son is great. He could have been promoting his son by saying he great, he the best, and all that. So it ain't no problem. It ain't no problem.
I wanted to compare those two because neither of them have played professionally, right, in the NBA or the WNBA, so they may not understand, right, the type of target and stuff that you're talking about versus some of the players that we have bringing their own kids into the game now.
The Boozers, the
Boozers, the Carmelo Anthony,
yeah,
right. So just in comparison, just not, what you don't know what you don't know. Right, you don't know what you don't know, so it's going to be interesting. I mean, it looks like they attempted to turn the corner. They got to a win. We see how it play out the rest of the season. And we, to me, I don't think we really ever know. If it was really addressed, or if it has been adjusted and fixed until there's another loss.
Right.
See what the reaction at another loss would look like, but that's that.
Exactly. We got to see. That's like go as you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, where you headed to tonight, bro? We gonna go as we go. You got to go as you go. You gotta see what happens when it presents itself. I love the teams who handle adversity, because adversity shows you the character, how close y'all are together. Because it's easy to be close, Auntie, when you win. It's easy. We won, man. Let's pop champagne. You want a bottle? You want a bottle? You want a bottle? Soon as you lose your job, money gone, you got rent due, you gonna see what it is. Some people like, man, I got $1. I can't help you today. But but when you was winning, you was on top, man. They was like, oh, here you go. They helping you out. So we got to see. We got to wait and see, like, who they play, and if they lose that game or if they're losing in that game, to see how they bounce back from that.
Got you. Hey,
but Tiger Vibe, you listening though? I'm talking loud and talking about nothing, but you hear. Thanks for the view. You're right.
Here's the thing. I don't even know why. And I usually don't do this, nephew. As far as like Tiger Vibe 65 go, like, they don't even get any more like acknowledgement on the platform from me.
Oh, okay.
Other day they popped in and told me I was stupid and then asked for the link to come up and talk. Like, really? No. Not on my platform. That's not right. How you get invited to the conversation here.
Right.
And then went on to try to have a conversation in the chat about what they wanted to say, and what I let them know is, based on the way that they just had got at me in the chat, like, came in and was like, you stupid. It's stupid for you to say Malaysia Fuwali was the reason that they won that game. And then you want to come up and tell everybody where they wrong, and you ain't dropped one receipt in the chat. You don't even come in and acknowledge the chat. It's clear you really want to be a part of the conversation or the community. So I'm with you, trying to figure out why they keep popping by.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like they do that. They do that on my channel too. Like, they come by, like, why?
You, and then I'm like, I'm not interested in what you got to say. It was like, but you dropped yes, I dropped the link for people who I'm interested in what they have to say. For the way you move, you've shown that you have no interest in what we doing here. So the last time you was here, and y'all can check the chat and see if I'm lying. They said they was leaving the building like Elvis.
Right. And they came back. So that means you love what my boy Nas said, you love my style, nigga. You love it. That's why you here. Because if I don't like something, Auntie, I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just not gonna sit there and listen if I don't like something. So I don't understand. You know, I don't understand. I'm different.
I'm so not clear about. I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm so not clear. I told him, you know, what I'm saying, that the beautiful thing about YouTube is it's a go live button for you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, start your channel. Like, get your combo out there.
Yeah, please. For whatever it is that you want to share, that you're looking for my link to hit to come up and share. Oh, you don't even got a link. You don't even need my link. It's a button right there.
Right, just go live. Like people who got a problem with what we say, make your own channel and say what you got to say. Like, you don't have to listen or agree with me and Auntie, but we're not gonna change who we are because you don't like what we say or you don't think we are saying anything of importance. Like, we don't care. We don't care.
I just had to, just so you don't even have to worry about even addressing that no more.
Right.
I go ahead, just announce that. I thought I got it out the way, nephew. I thought I got all that set, but here we go. Now, back to the conversation we were having.
Yes, ma'am.
Which tournament are you most interested in watching as far as conference tournaments? Which one do you think is going to be the most exciting?
Oh man, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be biased, y'all. I want to watch the ACC. The ACC is interesting to me. Some of the teams that I've been following who nobody talk about, they've impressed me. Like, I've been a huge fan of Virginia. I can't think of the coach name, but I like her. I love her style. I love what she brings to the table. That's a hooper right there. She gave a shout out to Kimura. I also want to see what Notre Dame does. I want to see Hidalgo go for the challenge of is you. This is what y'all been playing for all year to see where you're at, to gauge where your skill set is at. I want to see that. I want to see what Louisville do. I want to see Louisville get their lick back. I want to see them get their lick back against Duke.
Against Duke? Is that what you said, against Duke? Oh, I mean, we might
see States figured it out. I want to see Trigger. I want to see Pierre, because I like how they were playing yesterday. Zam and Zoe were letting the offense flow through them, and then they went and got their buckets. So that's what I'm expecting to see. I want to see how the ACC is. I think the ACC is going to be low-key fun to watch.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know if it's going to be fun to watch, because sometimes they brand of basketball can be boring, right? I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes it turns into snoozers. But I think it's going to have the most surprising outcomes. That's the one that I don't know how to predict it. I don't know how to predict it. Like SEC, I kind of feel like I know what that's gonna look like, depending on how the brackets shape out. Big 12, yeah. I mean, anybody can have that. And then to me, it doesn't even matter who comes out the Big 12, because they don't seem like those teams seem very unserious to me right now. Big 10, I mean, people say like, yo, it just. Like they act like it just belongs to UCLA. I haven't watched enough Big Ten basketball to really know. But that ACC is wide open. Can Hannah make a run and surprise everybody and get to the final against Duke? Will NC State have they figured something out that's going to carry them? Are they peaking at the right time? I mean, the ACC has been wide open all year. Who's figured it out? Who's trending in the wrong direction?
Yeah, that's why I want to watch it. It's intriguing to me. Because that's what I want to watch, because a lot of these teams I didn't expect to come down, like Virginia and you got Syracuse. I've loved Darius. I like how she's playing. NC State, they've been hit in the mouth quite a few times. They're starting to figure it out. North Carolina, they got some young players there who's hooping. So That's why I want to see it, because it's wide open. The SEC is like, we know who's going to be out of the top 2 or 3. Big 12, that'll be fun. That'll be my second one to watch, because I think that'll be fun. I think that's going to be a combination of different talent.
If you know, what is Tatiana Roberts' injury? Have they announced? Have they gave any information about that? Do we expect her back, or is it just?
I think she's coming back. I just think she was out that game.
Okay, yeah.
I think she was out that game because they said that I think they got to go do some more review of it, but I think it was just that game. So I think she'll be back.
Hoping it's nothing serious. Wishing the kid a speedy recovery either way. But if she's back and 100% ready to go, I'm still rocking with Louisville. They got to figure out the rotation with Amari Berry. You got to be able to take advantage of that kid's explosiveness, match with the pace that Tatiana plays with. They can very much win the ACC. But Hannah's been there before. Does Hannah have another year or two that she can go to that takes Notre Dame somewhere else? Your thoughts?
I think she does. Like, look, if Hannah's, I've been seeing maturation in her where it's like, okay, I got to do this better. Like the challenge of herself. Like Hannah comes off as a player who I don't have to tell to do it. She's going to challenge herself to do it. To me, I want to see if she could will this team to the championship, and I believe she can, because a lot of teams, you just said, in an ACC, they're very inconsistent. Nobody's really like shown a dominance. Yeah, Duke came in and had that long win streak, but if you catch them on a bad day, like we saw Clemson, right, they could lose. So I think she could do it if she gets in that mindset and everybody's clicking, everybody got one goal, what they got to do. I believe she could pull it off because they beat NC State. She got a lick back on NC State. So again, we got to see. I look at Hannah as a person who loves to rise to the occasion, and I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for her to go snatch some chains this tournament. I think it's going to be fun. That's what I want to see. That's what I wanted to do. I want to see her snatch some chains. Yep, I want to see her. I wanted to see her get her Talib on. I wanted to snatch some chains. We need some chains being taken out here. That's what I want to see. Okay. Hey, that's what I want to see. Okay. I'm excited for the ACC and the Big 12.
Really? What excites you about the Big 12? Because, like, outside, okay, potential Audie Addy figuring it out.
I want to see. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Talia Scott, Arizona State and Texas Tech. I was a little bit more excited about them earlier in the season. Then it's like, oh, I don't know who y'all turned into recently. So right. What else you got?
Man, look, like I've been saying, Olivia Miles, look, I give you credit. She been proving me wrong these past couple games. This month, she been surprising me. I want to see if she carries that into the tournament and if she carries that into March Madness. I want to see her fourth quarter. I want to see how she closes these games coming up. That's what's going to dictate to me how great she could be at the next level. Because she got the talent. She knows how to play. Now we're trying to see if your mental is together. Has your mental come around? Is your mental in place to say it's time to take us to the next level? It's time for us to take the next step. I believe she could do that. And if she does that, it's going to be fun to watch. Especially I want to see her and Baylor again, because Talia Scott, I want to see how Talia Scott answers that when TCU beat them. I want to see how she answers that.
Here's the thing, though. It's not even Talia Scott that I need to see. It's Little Paige Bugs, like Dariana, Little Paige Bugs. What's up? Is it Fauntleroy that's over there? Is that Little Paige Bugs and Fauntleroy that's over there?
I know the girl Dane who who shoot the threes and stuff.
Y'all know I got CRS. Who is that that's over there? Let me pull them up. It's who's stepping up to play with her.
Right.
Like it's battle time. It's battle time. And this is her first time really going into battle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, who steps up with her?
That's what's intriguing about it, Auntie.
Thank you for the sub, fam. Let me see. Yeah, so Dung Done. What happened? It looked like the tape's out on her. She's not getting on the floor like I thought she was gonna get on the floor. And I don't know if it's a defensive thing. And yeah, that's Fauntleroy that's over there, the senior that's over there. So I thought that they had a solid 3 with Fauntleroy, Lil Paige Bugs, and Scott with a sprinkle of team.
Nah, I always had them as a 1. I always had them as like 2, and everybody else a possible.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen Baylor, because if they had more than if they had a consistent 3 auntie, they would have did well without Talia Scott. Talia Scott gotta be the
Talia Scott get up hurt off the bench.
I'm telling you, they need they need her. What's happening, Paige? No, they need they really need Talia Scott at that number 1. Like, she got to be the de facto uno there. And then everybody else, I think little Paige was going through cramps or whatever in the other game because she got overheated, it looked like. So if she get that under control, that's my solid number 2. Jaina and everybody else, man, they are possible. We shooting craps. Like, man, give me that 7. Give me that 7. Man, Daddy need new shoes. Daddy need new shoes.
Okay. What about Kyla Abram?
Yeah. What about her?
Is that the one who I thought they could get a little bit more out of? Let me pull her up.
The forward? You talking about number 12?
Yeah, the forward. Is that her?
Yeah, that's what you talking about. I mean, she all right. I would take Lattimore over her, though. But she all right. I would take Lattimore from Ole Miss over her. They got the same kind of build, but Lattimore to me got a little more dog in her. But we'll see. Like, she cool. Like, she skilled. She got a game. But, I mean, here's the thing. I think if you could get her going, her and Jaina, like, you got to get the supporting cast going first, because I'm not worried about Talia and I'm not really worried about Bugs, because Bugs, I don't look at Bugs' stats. I look at Bugs as she's that utility player that they need, like, to get the loose balls or get the rebounds or putbacks, or she'll play defense when you need her to on the point as the point of attack defender. So everybody else, I need to get the ball in their hands so they could get a rhythm going, because it'll be easier for Talia and Paige to do what they have to do. But if they keep playing like they playing, where Talia got to take all the shots, she got to dominate the ball, and then Paige Buzz, we got to depend on her guaranteed to give us that second score, man, they gonna be out.
I'm gonna tell you this, nephew. It's crazy because you can end up with like a TCU Baylor in the championship for the Big 12 tourney, and everybody wouldn't blink, right? Like, okay, yeah, we saw that coming. But with the way these teams is playing right now, you can fuck around and see like a Colorado, West Virginia in the Big 12.
That's what I'm saying.
People be like, what?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
I'm telling you.
Colorado done won like 5 straight, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Won 5 straight and took down somebody, I can't think of who it was, that I didn't even expect them to beat. Let me see. Who was that? And in West Virginia, it's sitting at a solid 17, and I can't say that they're not a 17 in the nation right now.
They are. They're 17.
They just they took down Texas Tech. That's who Colorado took down. They took down Texas Tech. Now they lost to West Virginia, but they took down Texas Tech. So you could thank you, Jay. You could very much very easily see them in the tourney final as well in that Big 12. So Big 12 too, kind of wide open. But like I said, the SEC I think is going to get the most exciting basketball to watch.
Of course. If you're talking from that standpoint, I agree. Yeah, like the most fundamental great hoops to watch for 40 minutes. Like, it's SEC, of course. There's nobody better.
As far as like surprising in the conference,
I would go with ACC and Big 12. Big 10 boring. I'm with you. I've been watching it all year. I've had to do some playback watching games because I fell asleep on it, but I just don't see anybody beating UCLA. I just don't. UCLA is the most complete team in the Big Ten. Everybody, like if Maryland didn't have so many injuries, I still think Maryland could have been there. But they got too many injuries. And then Gucci Lucci, she can't do it by herself. She can't do it by herself every game. So
who gonna help Gucci Lucci?
Man, I can't wait till she come. She gonna be a beast at the next level, boy. Gucci Lucci.
You always ready to get to the next level, man. Stay right here at college sometimes. You always ready
yes,
to
ma'am.
To the next level. Man,
yes, ma'am.
Gucci
yes,
Lucci
ma'am.
Got time left.
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
Wait a minute. But I understand, right? How could you not? You see these talents, and you see the spotlights in the deeper bags, and you like, man, when that gets unleashed at the next level,
man, dog, it's gonna be nasty.
You start thinking about the other players at that level that they could be playing with.
Facts, man. Facts. That's how I look at it. Look, that's how I always was looking at my girl All Business. I was like, man, All Business get to the next level, boy. She gonna be a problem. She gonna make a Monty tap out, hey, tap out. What's up, Monty girl? Chilling with Don T. With Don T.
Exactly. Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's talk Unrivaled.
Me and Auntie having our Unrivaled talk, y'all. Jay Bud and stole it from me, so you know.
Glad to have Rakia back. Wasn't sure we would see her back this season. So shout out to Rakia. Appreciate the talent back on the floor. She looks like she's having fun. So glad.
Yes, she does.
The decision that she made, we appreciate. Everything these players go through to be able to, to give themselves 100% on the court, night in and night out. So was happy to see her back. Now,
see
the return of the 305 Barbie. Let's talk about it. Your thoughts. Let's talk game one first, because I thought we had a stolen moment in game one. So
man, yeah, we had a stolen moment. Man, look. How did even touch the girl? Man, look, man. Hold on. Let me turn my optics up. Listen. Kai didn't even touch the girl. They called a foul. Angel ripped Sony with a straight up. Could have went full court down the layup in the game. They said, nah, we're going to be a hater today. That's a foul. Stole the moment away. But then next game, this would piss me off about you refs. And I'm calling the refs out because y'all don't get called out enough. Y'all have the high play to Phantom. Y'all don't call the game like
I think
not. You made them look like superstars last game. Why are you switching up now? See, this is my problem. Harry, you had a perfect moment to capture. This was for the culture, Auntie. This was for the culture. She get that steal, lay it up to win the game. Man, the internet shut down. It shut down. But instead, you know what y'all did? Y'all turned into TMZ. We're just gonna say it's a foul. Go with negative press now. All your little negative birds came out and said, we're going to make videos today. They ain't made one video on Unrivaled all year, but they want to make a video now. So I didn't like the moment. I feel like in that situation, you let them play. Unrivaled got to change that. That's my only issue with them is don't win on a free throw and don't call a BS call at the end. Like, let them play. Let them do what they have to do. You don't have to call a blow the whistle on every damn play. It's like you can't be selective with it. You can't referee one game and then you come this game, you're going to let them play. That's confusing. That's how you start fights. That's how you start like people having a problem with one another. And that's not how you control the game. You want it to not sometimes it's going to be one slightly leaning to the left or right, but you don't want it to be a big gap between. The referees took over the game. And that's not how you market your sport. That's not how you put something out there for the world to see. The refs let the culture down, and the refs let a great night that it would have been down, because the first game was awesome. Like, we was having some hoop. Barbie into the building, everybody hooping. We hooping now. It's live. And then all of a sudden you ruined the night with that shit. That was a bullshit call. And you have Candace Parker, who I'm gonna say it again, one of the greatest, if not greatest, woman baller to play. She's on people's Mount Rushmore. Has said comments that I don't agree with when it comes to criticizing Angel Reese or any other, or Paige Beckers as well. However, she came out and said those were two bad calls. Renee even said those were too bad. When everybody who's normally not on Barbie or the Unrivaled side comes out and say that was a bad call, you effed up. That was a bad look. And to me, that was childish from the refs, because the refs wanted to be bigger than the sport again. And this is why I never liked the refs. I remember they tried to get me, Auntie, to go ref a Little League game. I said I'll never ref. I took the whistle and threw it in the trash can. I ain't reffing shit. Yeah, I don't like, because how is it, Auntie? Coaches, players, they could be interviewed, right? They can be interviewed about the game. They can be interviewed about what they did or what they didn't do. But why the ref can't be interviewed? Why I can't talk to you about why you made that bad call? Because they know if they let that out the bag, people gonna choke them. See, I'm telling you. So it's BS.
Yeah, it's definitely a lack of transparency.
Yeah,
and it's that they can easily address. So we know that there's more to the story for why you don't, because then like you said, the cat's out the bag.
And Auntie, Ron did the same thing the next night. So it's like, but they didn't call a foul on her. So like I said, consistency. Y'all say y'all want consistency with the players, the coaches, the organizations, but the referees got to be more consistent, man. They terrible.
It was the perfect moment though to cap off her return, right? So you had the steal and the score for the win. That's great content. That's great. I mean, you just can't make that type of shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Reality is always better. Real life is always better than the movies for me. So that was a real life moment that they inserted themselves in that they didn't have to. And it was a great night up until then.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. Like, the night was so, like, the first game, Auntie, they was hooping. We was doing our live. I was talking my it. Me and Scrub, shout out to my brother Scrub. We on there talking crap. Like, yeah, man, we getting it in. Yeah, we out here hooping. And to tell you, and Unrivaled, the thing with them is, and everything is, I just don't like the inconsistency of the calls. Like, one minute is a foul in this game, and then next minute is not a foul. Then we got these blowouts because they're going one-sided and messing up the momentum. It's like these refs they need to go to a school or something, and they need to figure out like when to call some, how to get into the flow of the game. They got to do something. They got to go get some rec games or something and get brushed up on their skills or something. I don't know. Go to the Uncle Drew League. Do something, because it's getting worse and worse, Auntie. And it's not just women's sports. It's all sports around. It's all bad. It's terrible. The refs have been bad the past, I say, 10 years. They've been horrible. And it ain't even getting no better. They ain't getting no better.
That's because we haven't done anything to establish any type of check and balance around referees, right? You give where you fucked up in the last 2 minutes, but what do that matter if you already ruined the game in the first quarter, right? There's no check and balance. All they get is a little star or a check mark in they in their file, in their folder, on their permanent record. I want to start seeing some referees get fined, get suspended, have to go back for some training, but also give these referees that are working in women's basketball full-time jobs. So they're not moonlighting between high school and college and WNBA trying to make a living. Like, give them a full-time job with a salary that has checks and balances and feedback and professional development baked in, so that you're getting the very very best product that you can get on all levels of this women's basketball game that you're rolling out.
And so, also, Auntie, they could delegate it to somebody else. They can call a studio about the looking at it. So I don't get how you still get the thing wrong. I just don't get it.
That's the thing. Sometimes they sitting up in, what do they call in NBA? They in what? They in Secaucus? Or they in Secaucus, New Jersey? So they sitting up there and they see them make a wrong call and they don't just call down like, like it should be a red phone with a light or something. Just bing, it's wrong. Wrong call, fix it, and let's move on right there in the moment. Y'all knew it was wrong there and you let it ride. I think that's the most disturbing part of it all. You'll have a referee sitting sideline that ain't refereeing no more, but say that's a bad call. The people in New Jersey know it was a bad call. Probably the other two referees on the floor know it's a bad call, but they let the shit stand because it was just the call. Cut all that out. Let's fix it in the moment. Fix it right there in the moment. It's too much technology. You got the eye in the sky, the little shit to be. What is the little thing to be going back and forth above the court?
The drone. It's like a drone or something.
Yeah, the little drone they got on the line. They go back and forth and zoom in and all of that. Man, they get all the way into these huddles and they look at the play that the people done drawn up. Man, fix the foul shit, man. Y'all bullshit.
You know what they need? You know what they need, Auntie?
What's that?
They need Red Fox glasses from Harlem Nights. They need them.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Blinding them. I ain't blind, sugar. He say snake eyes. He say crabs. What?
I ain't gonna hold you. Red Fox would have got jacked up dealing with me.
Bro.
Like, bro, you gotta get your glasses.
What's so crazy is, though, when you think about Harlem Nights, nobody else could have played the roles that they played. The cast was put together so beautifully. There was no other Red Fox, man. We saw his eyes in the lenses of the glasses, bro. Come on. It was magnificently done, man. Magnificently done. What else was going on in Unrivaled?
What the hell wrong with the stud buzz, man? Hey, Auntie.
What happened with the stud buzz? I done missed what happened with the stud buzz?
How Rachel Battle skull molded him in 1v1?
Oh, well. I don't know how the stud buzz lost all focus on the 1v1. They lost all focus on 1v1. I don't know what happened there. Bruh. Like they was cool on the 1v1 or something.
Oh my goodness, dog. The stud buzz have been so bad. This Unrivaled. Listen, they came down to Unrivaled and said, we just gonna podcast and hit the beach. That's it.
Well, T is on what team? The Hive? Is that right there on the Hive? Is T on the Hive?
Yeah, she on the Hive.
What chance you get him?
Who, the Hive?
Yeah.
If Raina wasn't coaching with the damn Marsh playbook early on, they'd have been all right. But hold on, I'm pulling up the playoff right here.
Do you give them a chance to get into the playoff or it's a wrap?
No, they got a chance. I'm just trying to see the record. Okay, so Vinyl 4-8, Hive 4-9, Owls 3-9. I think the Hive can get the Vinyl because the Vinyl just have not looked good. I don't know what's going on with the Vinyl, but they could get in. I give them a big chance to get in because look, if Zaza playing, I think they could get in. Zaza and Kelsey on the perimeter, that's dangerous. That's trouble. And they look a lot better with them out there because Now Sony can move around because Sony likes to play without the ball in her hand. She likes to set screens and either get to the basket or pop out or do a curl action, or she'll like to bring the ball up, hand it off, and then she gets in the position. She don't really like handling the ball like that. Zaza, to me, I said from the beginning, Auntie, me and you talked about it. She should have been on the team. She shouldn't have been in no reserve pool. She should have been on the team. Her, Letitia, me here, plenty of the girls supposed to be on the team. You know, I still don't understand how Timmy got in over Letitia and them, but hey, I'm going to make a video on that later because I got a video called Gripes about the Unrivaled and the things I like. So I'm gonna talk about that later. But I think the Hive can get in. Like Zaza, if they could keep Zaza out there, they'll get in. They'll be tough because Zaza is a beast getting downhill. Because tonight you got the Owls and Vinyl. The Owls can mess around and shot the Vinyl. The Mist and the Breeze. Breeze got to get back on the Mist, so that's going to be a tough game. So the Vinyl haven't looked good. I think the Hive got a little more scores. They also could play a little defense, not the greatest in the world. Plus, they got the Lunar Owls. They got the Lunar Owls at the end on the 27th. So that's the last game. So, yeah, I think the Hive could get in because the Vinyl might lose tonight. And then the Vinyl got to play the Mist. I don't know if they beat the Mist. So I think the Hive could get that last spot.
Okay. So once they get in there, what chance do you give them?
I give them a huge chance because the first two teams are going to be because I think the Laces and Mist are fighting for that last bye. The Phantom got a bye. The Laces and Mist are going to fight for that last bye so they can have a week off. But let's say that the Hive get in at 6. So that means they would play the third team. And the third team would either be the Mist or the Laces. I give the Hive a great chance because, look, Kelsey Mitchell, man, when Kelsey Mitchell is on, man, she going to destroy you. And then, like I said, if they got Zaza, cool. But if Azarae come back, that'll be a lot of pressure on the Mist and the Laces because Azarae is just, we call her a wing 5. She's a wing 5. Shout out to AB. She a wing 5. She's going to be around the perimeter all day. So that's going to be a mismatch. Ezzy, if you can get at least a couple, maybe 3-4 minutes out of Ezzy, that'll help you down low. Mo Billing's going to attack the boards. So Zaza and KM, they'll handle, Zaza ain't going to be on the team no more. It's going to be about Natisha Heidemann. Can Natisha Heidemann get going? If Natisha can't get going when Azarae and them get back, then they'll be out in the first round. But they could get to the second round and possibly be out. That's as far as I think they could go.
Okay.
HD, what I'm hearing about the W made enough money last season for the players to get revenue. Bro, the W been making money for years. Bro, the NBA been making money off the years for the W, bro. Like, all this stuff that come out, bro, I don't make a video on because me and Auntie talked about this before. Like, we all talked about this. Her and Political Lil, shout out to Political Lil, they do a show talking about the funds and stuff. So, and they taught me some things on the show. So we've been talking about this. We know they got money because Auntie said it perfectly. I think it was me, Auntie, and Rob. Auntie said, somebody in the chat was talking bullshit, like always. Auntie said, if they got nothing to hide, open the books. Open the books. Why haven't they opened the books? Because they got a lot to hide. And they know that they'll be negligent for a lot of the years they reported that they ain't have no money. And that's when you bring in outside people who could get you for fraud. I'm just saying. So they're going to try to keep it close to the chest. See, they thought they could dangle some money out there for the ladies, and they thought they was going to bite on that bullshit. No, all of them have taught universally, and they've all said, we're going to hold out. like until they honor what we want done. So again, this is on the NBA. The NBA think that these women, they could just throw some in their face. You got to remember, these women have all went to college. A lot of them graduated before they reached their final year of college to play, their eligibility to play ball. So they're not finna attack this from a normal standpoint. This is why when people try to say, man, they ain't worth no money, how you gonna say that? You either haven't watched the game or your life is full of shit. Because I'm never going to tell somebody if they don't deserve their money, if they're out there putting in the hard sweat and tears for it. And they've been doing this for years. So all this stuff that come out now, man, is just adding on to what we were saying. We've been said this. Of course they made money last year. They made money the year before last. They made money back in the 2010s. So, hey, if y'all want to fall for the okie doke, I can't help you. We had a robbery game one. Yeah, political. It was a robbery. Yeah, me and Auntie talked about it. They robbed us big time. Yeah, I saw what Tasha said. Contest. I got Tasha on TikTok. She broke down the whole thing. She said the same things me, Auntie, Rob, political, everybody's been saying. She said the same thing was going on. And if you've never done business or you don't care, then you're not going to understand. You're just going to be another person that's brainwashed that comes out and says they don't need money. And then when you ask them why they don't need money, they don't sell enough. How you know they don't sell enough? Have you counted the concessions? Have you counted the parking? Have you counted where they go at? Like, bro, come on. Like, what are we talking about? The Aces were the first team to be sold out every year. So what are we talking about? Man, y'all got to stop being boo-boo the fool, man.
How many teams you think sell out this year? Especially after what you saw Unrivaled do in Philadelphia. Pressure's on WNBA to show that they can sell some stuff out. How many teams you think should sell out early this year?
Oh, I think it could be on what we got. We got 2 expansion teams coming. That'll be what, 14? We got 14 teams.
I think we'll be at 15.
15? Okay. So we be at 15 and shoot. I think about 5 to 7 could sell out right away.
Really?
Because I think 5 to 7 if they do it correctly. If they do it correctly, it could sell out. Because Toronto has a great fan base because they love the Raptors up there. They're trying to talk them into moving the Bills over there. I think they're going to sell out some games. I think we know New York's going to sell out. Vegas going to sell out if Angel stays in Chicago, which I don't think she will, but that'll sell out. Atlanta's going to sell out. Golden State's going to sell out. They sold out their first year. And then you got Indiana. They going to sell out. Portland, I don't know. I got to see. Seattle's gonna sell out. So yeah, it's gonna be 5 to 8, maybe 9. That's gonna sell out. Phoenix is gonna sell out. Dallas is gonna sell out. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of sellouts, Auntie. They're gonna have a lot of sellouts, dude. They're gonna have a lot of sellouts. So I think it's gonna be, instead of 5 to 8, I said 5 to 10. I think 10 could sell out. But the pressure is on them. They got to do better with their marketing. But again, do they want to market it? Because they don't act like it. They act like they don't care. Now they want to care because the women got leverage. So now they trying to act like the women holding them up. Like, oh no, y'all holding everybody up. Just do what you're supposed to do. We'll have a season. But I don't trust them. I don't trust Kathy. I don't trust Adam Silver. I don't trust I don't trust the men that are in charge at the top, the board of governors. I don't trust none of them because I don't think they look at the W as a profit. Even though the numbers are telling them it's profitable, I just think they don't believe in it. And to me, that's a problem. You know, if you don't believe in it, then how about you let the league go? But at the same time, I don't want to let it go. Why? Because I'm making money. So what is it? That's what's confusing me, because I'm telling people, okay, they're not making money, then why don't they just let the league go? Why haven't they let the league go? If it doesn't make this much money, it's all this bankrupt, why they don't let it go? Come on, man. Like, it's smokes and mirrors. People got to look through the bullshit. And then the NBA's lost money plenty of years in a row. And just recently, they had to take a loan out. NBA, y'all National Basketball Association, they had to take a loan out. So what are we talking about? It's crazy, Auntie. Crazy.
I agree. What else we got? What else we got?
Gray and power presence helps the dream sell out due to that soccer line effect. Yeah, that too. They do, but not only that, bro. Like, Ron Howard has a following that goes there too. She's a Kentucky girl, and people in Atlanta want to see hoop, especially when you see people who look like you that's on the court. So they're gonna come support you. Yeah, Golden State, Connecticut sold out. Yeah, Dallas. That's why I said it's gonna be a lot of people who sell out. It's gonna be, but the W, are they gonna be? Are they going to? Are they going to be able to? Do they want it to do that? Because I still think they're trying their best to push that girl, because they come out the blue saying, "Oh, she's gonna be present at the Unrivaled game when Angel is coming back." It's like, why? Like, why not just promote everybody? All the women are showing you that social media has built their brand up even more. And the women's game is blowing and exploding because of the TikToks, the Snapchats, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. So WNBA could use these platforms to push this type of stuff. I don't know if they want to, though. I don't know if they want to promote it to people in the city. I think they don't want it to make a profit, because then they're going to have to start paying their employees. It's like they want to be able to keep them at a low number, because it's a shame. We looked up the numbers. I think Jay, when we looked it up in the chat, Jay, one of like 3 weeks, we looked up the contracts, and one of my brothers was upset. He was like, "Man, this is bullshit. They should be getting paid in the millions for the way they be hooping." So again, like, we got to keep putting our foot on their neck. We can't accept anything less. We can't. So it's like, what are we doing out here? It's like they don't want it to succeed, and I don't understand. If you don't want us to succeed, then let these other leagues that are out here turn into the professional leagues, and we could actually grow women's ball even more without y'all blocking it from getting better. Because if you look at Unrivaled, everything Unrivaled is doing is incredible, to the marketing, to the way they presented season 2, to the way they celebrated Barbie coming back. That was clean what they did. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't want it, then let it be. But you can't keep on saying, okay, we're going to keep lowballing you. We don't want to pay you, but we still want to make money. Bro, they not going with that no more. Especially Satu. Satu was in that meeting like, hell no. From what I heard, allegedly, Satu was like, hell no, we ain't taking that. Them women do not like the shit that they doing. And then they showed up late. The W showed up late to the last CBA meeting. It's like they're not serious. It's smokes and mirrors. Like, these women need to get paid. And I'm not saying want to, they need to get paid because they earned it. And a lot of y'all out there saying that they didn't earn it. Well, you didn't earn making money for your job. They ain't earned their raise, Auntie. They need to get their raise back. They didn't earn it. Get that back. Get a house back.
It's a new type of Monday. He out here taking people raises away.
Yeah, we're gonna take the raises. We're gonna take the car.
The diabolicalism starts. The diabolicalism starts.
We're gonna take the car. We're gonna take the house too.
Man,
we'll leave the kids. We'll leave the kids because that's your kids, but we'll take the house.
So where are you with the season starting on time?
Oh, I told you it's not starting on time. I got it starting. The second month. Okay. I haven't changed off it. I believe the season going to start during the second month of when the season, after the first month.
Right now, they're projecting that it's supposed to start May 8th. So you see a June 8th start.
I see a June 8th start.
Okay.
I mean,
here's what I noticed though. Here's what I noticed about the WNBA. They think they slick, right? Because what they did was they said we gonna start May 8th this year when y'all been starting on May 26th, right? So if you think it's a year after, if you think it's a month after that, it's like June the 8th, which is still closer to May 26th, and them getting the entire season that they wanted than it is that May 8th date. But I just watch sometimes to see what they say. Like they playing in our face. Yeah. Basically, you still getting the days that you wanted. Then they go scrunch these games together. Plus, you've got 2 new teams coming in, which means games that you have to add. Last year, I think they added 4 games. So this would be an additional 8 games. And remember, the ladies didn't get paid for those additional 4 games. They was like, just show up to work, lady. Let's get to work. You didn't get paid for them days. That was just you volunteered, take them on the chin for the league, for the growth of the league, right? So we're talking about an additional now 12 games potentially that they've had to play over one season, and one season with an additional 4. So I'm just continuing to watch how it all plays out.
You ain't the only one, because look, they still got to get the players for the expansion teams. They ain't picked no players yet for the expansion teams. And then Auntie, everybody a free agent.
Everybody's a free agent. You got other competing agents out, competing leagues popping up, right? So there's all of those things that you can consider.
Yeah, it ain't looking good. I mean, it is not looking good, y'all. Like I said, I got it starting June 8th. I do not have it starting the first month. I think they're still going to be trying to negotiate stuff. So look, I don't have faith in it. I still think they're going to come with some bullshit because they don't respect the women, man. Like when Fee put that shit out there about Kathy got in her feelings because she know it's true. Like, it's true. Like none of them. Listen, Adam Silver don't respect them either. So don't tell me about Adam Silver when I had to tell somebody on my chat yesterday because all they do is follow the NBA, Auntie. They don't know no better. So you got to educate them. I'm like, bro, Adam Silver, the one who put Kathy in position. So why am I going to listen to him? He put Kathy in that position. What are we talking about?
Handpicked.
Right. So what is he gonna bring to the table? He ain't gonna bring the same thing. He got to answer. Listen, he got to answer to the board of governors who are part of the league. He still got a boss he got to talk to. He's gonna look in the best interest of the owners. It just is what it is. That's why I wish that when they pick a commissioner, that the players get a vote and the owners get a vote. And we go from there to pick who could be a commissioner. So it's a balance. We don't have any balance. It's like commissioner for owners. Now in the NBA, we were able to lean it to the players. And then that's why we got all this stuff they trying to tax us with because of all the years they lean toward the players. So I'm just saying, like, they're trying to be stingy. They want to use this league to help them when they fail at their regular business, which is the NBA, to cover up for their losses. And that's unfair to these women. That's all they're doing is using this as tax write-offs and to basically cover up for their ineptitude. And that's bullshit. That's messed up. So they gotta stop doing that and playing in our face. I don't respect that. They've been playing on our face, pulling out these they put out these schedules and stuff. And I told people, why are y'all we're not gonna have an early part of the season. So why am I worried about the schedule? We don't even know what's gonna happen. That's just stupid. Do they cut all the games?
They do like a prorated schedule, like, right? They go through they do a condensed schedule. It don't matter, like every team play each other 19,000 times in the season anyway. It would just be 18,500 instead. It's with the number of teams that they have and the number of times that they play each other. I don't think a condensed schedule really hurts them as much, with the exception of the expansion teams that they haven't played as much, right? That would be the only difference. Everybody else, we've seen them several times.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Auntie. Talking about the preseason starting in April. Jay, I don't even see it. Jay, it's not even, bruh. 99.95. Is it that though? 99.01 of everybody's free agents. Bro, you ain't gonna have nobody on the team. All you gonna have is probably the rookies who are on contract still. That's it. You ain't got nobody else. Everybody else is free. So for them to say the preseason starting, that's a lie. That's a lie. That ain't going nowhere, y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all. We better enjoy this Unrivaled and AU while we can. Cause it might be a while. Oh no, we got the Worlds. We got the Worlds coming up. My fault. We still got the Worlds to watch, y'all. We got AB, we got Angel, we got Sony, all of them.
What is that, next month?
Yeah. It's March, yep. So we still got that.
In May, you get Upshot League starting. We'll see what that is. What else? We'll see what Upshot is and something else. I don't know where Project B is as of right now, so we'll see what happens with that. But I think that was supposed to be in the off season, so that may not matter right now.
Okay, shout out to Aaron for the $10 cash app. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But that Upstart League, do they have any more information on it? Because they stopped talking about it.
Oh, Upshot? I don't know.
No, not Upshot. I'm thinking of the project. My bad. I mixed up my leagues. My bad, Auntie. No, you right. You're right.
Project B. But I think what I was told is that Project B basically has announced all of the WNBA type players they're going to have in the league. So that may be why we're not seeing as much conversation.
Right. So what? They're only gonna bring like a few W players, and then everybody else gonna be overseas.
That's what it sounds like. Overseas and from different leagues. It sounds like.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
We'll see how that plays out. But that I think what I originally thought about Project B was that it would give a big opportunity for a lot of the W players to have some place to hoop. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it's more of a select few than I thought originally. Right.
I don't know. I just ain't been liking how Candace been moving, man.
The WNBA 26. Caitlin who? Chin?
Caitlin Chin been hooping, man.
Yeah, you must be talking about Caitlin Chin.
Man, Chin been hooping, man. Chin said, man, we from UConn. What?
I I ain't, you talking about Caitlin Clark? I ain't seen Caitlin Clark play no basketball this offseason. I can't see how she was saving it.
Man, she been throwing football around and golfing. Ain't nobody
And
worried about her.
is she still doing her? Does she still got her NBA side gig? I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. The girl ain't got motion like that, y'all. Like she's a person who they giving things to compared to the ones who work their way to that position. Like Asia Wilson is going on tour for Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like when they should have been doing that. It shouldn't have took this long for Asia. Like it's like the girl don't really have motion like that. Asia came out, man, she took all of that. It was boom everywhere. A1s. They were like, all right, we're gonna renew A2. They already on a second shoe for Asia. Within a
Tell me
year.
where they saying that at? Where are they saying that she saved the W? Did she do something in negotiations or something? Let me know. I haven't heard anything like that. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I don't know. I don't understand the emotion there for her to be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't see it.
The players. So you gotta enlighten me.
Yeah, like let me and Auntie know it's not that we're trying to be dismissive, but it's like we really don't know because she's not on our radar. Like she's really not. And it's not to be an asshole about it, or if you feel we're an asshole about it, we don't give a shit. But I mean, there's nothing she's doing that's interesting us. Like everything that's being done is on at AU, college hoops, and Unrivaled. And she's not a part of none of them things, right? So the only news I heard from her Auntie was at the qualifier and stuff. She on the Olympic team. I mean the world's team. So I mean, other than that, like we don't know. We've been having some great hoop from Athletes Unlimited. We've been having some great hoop from Unrivaled. College has been off the chain this year. I really enjoying this season, watching the growth of different players from different conferences. So it's like, bruh, she don't really move anything. That's for like the mainstream, like people of that ethnicity who likes her. That's for them. But us, like, we go with the hoopers, like who out there hooping right now. That's who we rolling with.
Yeah, nah. Keisha Posey must have heard something. They must be in these streets talking.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be out in the streets talking. So let us know what you heard out there.
Oh, Danny, you said you think they'll start on time. Okay. I mean, look, I hope they do, but I don't want them to unless they get that deal done.
Skip the preseason, but start on time. Tell me why.
Yeah, I want to see that. Because I don't see them starting on time, y'all, because you got to get a whole team for the expansion teams and you got to have a free agent period. You're going to have a free agent period. Like people are going to have to figure out where they're going to go. And you don't know if they're going to sign the 1 year or whatever after they do the CBA. Plus, we have to see what the CBA is offering these ladies.
Now, you know what I do think? I think that everybody will be more on a 1 year deal again.
I agree. That's what I was going to say, Auntie. They were going to be on a 1 year deal plus a player option probably if they do that. Because some might say, I'll stick here because I like the facility. But I believe 1 year deal is going to be everybody. And then the following year, we're going to have a real free agency. Then they'll pick where they'll go. That's smart. That's smart what Auntie said, y'all. Auntie said 1 year. That'll be dope. Dang, we got 4 Unrivaled games on Friday. That's crazy.
And they started like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Because I think because the playoffs is the 28th.
Yeah, we starting to get down to the end of it.
We're gonna have to say about we're gonna have to talk about the season later, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what else you got up on what you got on the schedule for today?
Oh man, we got DZ live and hoop today. We gonna have some of my Detroit players in the building. We got Detroit and the Spurs tonight, man. It starts 7 Eastern. We're gonna cover that game. If you was with us yesterday, we did all day hoop, all day DZ and hoop live. So y'all got to see me crash out about them damn Magic. Oh, live. So we got Spurs and Pistons today, and we got the Kings and the Grizzlies, but we probably just going and the Jazz and the Rockets, but we probably just gonna be watching we're gonna watch the Spurs and Pistons, Jazz and Rockets come on through. I think we got some women hoops today. Unrivaled come by. We're gonna cover Unrivaled as well. All of that's gonna start around 7 Eastern or 6 something. It's gonna be 6 something to 7 Eastern. We're gonna start. And me and my brother Scrub gonna host for y'all. So y'all to come on through, have fun. And when y'all come tonight to the chat, man, I gotta ask y'all some questions about because we had a good conversation. Me and Auntie gonna talk about freshman of the year and all that stuff next week. And outstanding player of the year. We'll talk about that. Because I want to see what y'all say.
Well, should be fun. Should be fun. We'll definitely cover that. I think me and Jay got a recap tonight. I think we got the CC show tonight. I don't know if there's anything else going on tonight. I ain't made up my mind yet. We'll see. I got SEC hoops on tonight. I know Georgia's playing. Baylor's playing tonight.
Who Georgia playing?
Georgia plays Auburn, and Kansas State's playing Baylor. So I'm watching Kansas State. I'm interested in Kansas State because I just thought that Azalea Arenas was going to do more, and I haven't heard her name in the Big 12. So I want to see how she looks at Kansas State. If I think she should stay at Kansas State, are there more people to come play at Kansas State with her, or should she potentially hit the portal and go somewhere else? Because I feel like she's getting lost in college hoops right now.
God dang, Kansas State, Baylor, Georgia, Auburn, man. I'm gonna watch that too, man. Boy, man, y'all gonna make HD buy a third TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's how it goes. It's how it go, man. It's how it go.
I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, so great hoop song plus Unrivaled.
Yep. Unrivaled, and we got women's hoops. SEC, baby, and Big 12.
Continues. HD. Nephew, another great conversation, man. I appreciate you pulling up. We'll have to do another. We'll have to do another one where we have Paige and Jay come back up. We'll talk LSU a little bit more as we get ready to the tournament. What you think?
Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. Talk tournament time.
About tournament time, we'll see if we can get them to pop back up for a segment. Paige, let us know. Jay, I know you in the mansion. We'll check in with you. But I appreciate you. Appreciate you all the time, man. Love you. We go get right out here. Make sure that y'all hit the like and the share. They both right there on both of these platforms. Hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell on both platforms. Do not miss the next drops. We the hottest conversation in women's hoops right here, y'all. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Now with the sound off. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. That's Welcome to HDiiTV. CessTalksSports.